now be heard and seen on the racetrack here in Interlagos in Tier 2 of SLR. My name is CM Punk and I am joined by...
Babulas, as always. Sorry guys for the technical difficulties. The broadcasting software crashed for like 5 times, I don't know why. We had a good stream yesterday, I hope. Look, fastest lap when taking pole position with 1.7.8. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I hope they can see that. I mean, for now, we can see the game. We're gonna need to get some feedback from the stream. Is everything okay? Is everything alright? Is everything on the right volume, right video, and stuff like that? So, we're hoping for some feedback in a second. For now, let's just try to focus on the qualifying session that we've got. We got 13 minutes left in the qualifying session with Luke GDI being on provisional pole position, Matt on provisional front row. We got 13 times on the scoreboard. We're waiting for a couple of more drivers to get the job done. The stream is fine, says Chief. I believe him, so let's do it. Tier 3 drivers going at the bottom through.
Larson is, I think he's on the fast lap.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at Larson. Yes, I need to get the delta and everything back so I can see what he's doing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on a fast lap. I can't see that he's on an in lap. So let's try to take a look at what Larson can do in that Mercedes. So he's P18 at the moment, no time set for now, as he enters the main straight to get the first hot lap of the qualifying session done for him. And where is he gonna go as he gets the finish line? There goes Tilde, he goes P11, and Larson does go P9 with 187. So still Luke is unharmed for now. The only 2 drivers who were able to go underneath 17 underneath 18 are Luke and Matt. Those are the only one who are at the top, but Tenari and Tugay very close towards the top while being on the mediums, so they still might have something to say in this qualifying session. For now,
Hiltek got out from the pit and he has 3 lap old softs.
Yeah.
Why?
That's weird. Maybe it's a game bug, I don't know. I mean, he's going slow.
He just got out of the pit and we have what? 3 cars, Crystalis, Gurla, and 1 more car letting the faster car lap.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what's wrong with that. But I'm trying to take a look at who's making a fast lap from the bottom boys who still haven't.
Okay, the funny thing now is Crystalis and Gurla are almost 1 second apart, and they are both on the out lap.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a look at Finsick. I don't know if you're seeing that, but Finsick is just standing there instead of the track. He's pulling away off the track again.
Maybe he's out of fuel?
What is he doing? I have no idea.
Maybe he's out of fuel. It's happened to me a lot of times, that's why.
Yeah, but look at the pace. He's going like 30 kilometers per hour. Even with no fuel, you would be going like what, 50, 60? He's going 30, 15. Something's wrong. Something's not right.
Maybe he has a problem. Finsick was not racing yesterday. We had the same issue with another car yesterday. The same thing. You remember?
Oh, there is. Finsick is back. Finsick, I think he was racing yesterday, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he was. I remember him battling AlphaTauri of... I don't know who it was. But I think Finsick was racing yesterday. Anyway,
I'm waiting to see Gurla and Crystals. They are on the hot lap on the last sector.
Yeah, let's take a look at Ferraris, what they can pull off right now, sitting in P17, P18, so we're waiting for them to set the first hot lap of the session with 9 minutes left to go. Here comes Gurla, and he's gonna go 1, how much is it gonna be? 8.7, so P12, but his teammate, Crystals, nice, with 1.84, good lap from Crystals, it's gonna be P6 at the moment. We're still waiting for the guys from the top to try to improve.
Cruiser is coming in.
Yeah, he's coming in. I can see that Matt has invalidated his lap time, so it's not gonna count. So he has to go for another one.
Place.
And P4 on Cruiser, well done for the Mercedes driver. That was a good time, but it's still not underneath 1.8. The only drivers who went underneath 1.8 are so far Luke and Matt. We're waiting for some different drivers to attempt to get these, get this done to get closer to the top. There are some drivers who still hasn't set times on softs. Tugay is working on his quick lap, but he invalidated it, so it's not gonna count. Funari is on an out lap on a soft, so we're gonna have to wait a bit to get his time on the scoreboard. And from the other guys, I can't see too many improvements.
Is on a hot lap.
Yeah, and our gamer is beginning his quick laps, so our gamer could perhaps pull off something in here. He's of course sitting in the back right now with no time set, but this guy can definitely stir up something big in the front. So the championship leader Luke GDI is still sitting in P1. Matt behind him, then Christian, but our gamer might be joining them soon, perhaps. At least he's expected to do so as one of the better drivers here in Tier 3. As our gamer goes to the main straight, and let's see where's he gonna go. From that P20, setting his first time, Christian goes on provisional pole position. Can gamer top that? No, he does not. He only goes P4, despite the fact he's very close. He's still not on the provisional pole position, neither on front row. And Matt has gone underneath 1.8. He's now still P3, but he's now 1.7.8. So that's a good time for Matt. Luke is going to try to improve. He is improving a bit after Sector 1. So Sector 2 is going to be crucial here in Brazil. If you want to improve heavily, let's give Luke a chance of what he can show us. He's been showing us plenty this season. We're still waiting for Tunari's and Tugay's times, as there still hasn't been able to complete lap on softs.
For Luke.
Oh, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. Improvements. That improvement is far more than he needs to get provisional pole position. I don't know if he's going to keep it, but this is definitely time. Oh, he's coming in. He's coming in. Is he out of fuel, or did he just say that the lap is ruined? I have no idea. Perhaps. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. I have no idea why he came in. Anyway, Tugay, he goes P2, finally getting the time on softs, and he's now standing at provisional front row ahead of his teammate. Well done from Tugay, good time. I'm trying to peek at Tunari. He's finally doing a lap on softs, so perhaps gonna go higher. No, he does not. He doesn't improve so far, so let's see. Maybe he was beginning his lap right now. Maybe he ruined the previous one because he was on these softs for a while, but this is just about now to begin his time on soft tires. So let's see what Tunari can do in a minute. For now, let's try to find some other improvements. I can see fencing improving just a bit. Taking a look at the other guys right now. Mali is doing his first hot lap because he still hasn't set the time on the scoreboard. So Mali, the Mallet Puppy, is about to bring a time to the score sheets with being P20 at the moment. Yeah, Tunari validated with his first soft run, so it's going to be a pain for him, definitely. He's only got 5 minutes left in the qualifying session, with still no time set on softs, but still being P10. Mali is coming in the pits. He's avoiding his
Give me a second.
lap. Babs, have you seen the info about Tier 3 drivers showing at the bottom of the stream?
Yes, but I didn't have any updates about the graphics.
They say to change the drivers at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I know how to change the drivers. The thing is, right now, I don't have the graphics to replace it.
Okay, I was just wondering if you have read that or not. So yeah.
So Ocean, I think you heard my reply.
Well, if you can't do anything, then you can't do anything. I have no idea. I'm not the tech guy. I don't know anything about that. So we're trying to get back. We've got 4 minutes left in the qualifying session with Christian sitting at provisional pole position at the moment. Tugay on the front row, Luke in P3. So these are the closest to pole position. Matt is also underneath 1.8. So we're gonna try to see what it's gonna be like. We're waiting for times of Mali, waiting for times of Tunari because they still hasn't properly set Their time sped because validated. Matt goes on provisional pole position with 1:7.5, so that is a huge improvement from Red Bull driver, and we're gonna have to wait to see what else he can pull off. 3 minutes left in the qualifying session. Definitely can pull off one more lap if he wants to, if he needs to. And the other drivers on the top are still in the pits. So we're gonna still have to wait a bit for the other drivers to show up. I can see that not many people are working on their hot laps right now. I can see Zoom on a quick lap in that Williams. We only have 3 cars on track. That's a small amount, surely, here in the qualifying session. With 3 minutes to go, it's about to be a bit of traffic once everybody hits the run on the final lap. Of course, if anybody needs the final lap runs, maybe some of them will just stay in the pits. Onto the main straight goes Zoom, setting his second time of this qualifying session. No, he's not. He's coming in the pits. So we don't have too many improvements. We don't really have anything to do right now because by the fact Christian is on the track, he's on outlap, so we don't have anybody improving or trying to improve. So we're just gonna have to wait a bit. The guys that hit the grid, Luke is coming out on an outlap. We're waiting for some other drivers. There's a Mercedes of Run Cruiser as well. And a couple of other lads hitting the track already. So 2 minutes left in the qualifying session. The only 4 drivers have been able to go underneath 1.8. Those were Luke, Tugay, Christian, and Matt, with Matt being the fastest so far, but everybody from the top 4 is basically still in the game for pole position. Gamers still could pull up something. He's very close to the times from the top. So, how do you think? How many safety cars we're going to have here tonight? What do you say?
Minimum 2. Minimum. I believe it's going to be 3, but because it's the second tire, I don't want to be pessimistic.
You don't want to be pessimistic, but if you were, then how many do you think?
Basically, I believe 3.
Okay, I see. So,
because it's not only about speed. It's the sector, the second sector that is very technical, and you can see a lot of spin-ins and touches and dive bombs, like we saw yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. And we had multiple
safety cars. It's not only about the driver. It's only about the driver's composure, about overtaking and braking and everything like that. You know that better than anybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're having 1 more minute left in the qualifying session. Matt is on an outlap.
I am with Christian on his hot lap. He's on the final straight.
Yeah, I can see that he's trying to improve. He's improving a bit, but this is going to be enough to fight for pole position as Christian crosses the finish line for the final time. Qualifying session, he does not go on pole. Provisional second row for Christian P2 at the moment. I can see Tugay being on the grass, being on his outlap, so I'm wondering what it's going to go.
He's letting people pass, I think.
Yeah, Dice left the session.
He's having an Alfa Tauri, Alfa Romeo approaching from behind.
Yeah. So Luke is improving. I can see that Luke is improving quite heavily in second sector, but I don't think it's going to be enough to go pole unless that last sector is going to be really, really strong. So let's see what can AlphaTauri produce on the main straight in a straight speed line. Second place for now for Luke GDI. He's not going to be on pole position here tonight, so this could be Red Bull Boys hour. Tugay is still trying to improve. He's improving. Just begun.
Half a second.
That wasn't Tugay. So Tugay is not improving yet. I can see our gamers trying to improve. Not too much. He had a bit of slip up, our gamers, sitting at P7. I can see that Crystals is done at P11 for now. Nyko is done for now, P14. We're waiting for the rest of the boys. Tunari goes P2 at the moment, 1.7.6. So that's pretty good time. Just a teeny tiny bit ahead of Luke GDI, just a 1,000th of a second. I mean, what is it? Just a small gap, nothing to be excited too much about. So yeah, Tugay is trying to improve, and he does go purple in second sector. Is it going to be enough to fight for pole position or at least a front row in that
improved only 1 millimeter. 1 millisecond on sector 2.
Yeah. And let's see it, Tsuge. No, he's gonna stay P5 at the moment. Luke is not gonna improve, so I think it's safe to say, yes, Matt is on pole position for the Brazilian Grand Prix in Tier 2. Tonari's gonna start right behind him. Luke, got to be, he's got to be a bit mad about that. 1,000th of a second slower.
Guys, DNF or retired?
I'm pretty sure he retired in the pit lane, but I can't be sure with this guy. I mean, who knows? Maybe he DNF'd on the track. I haven't seen this guy DNFing on the truck, but maybe he did. I don't know. I have no idea.
Other than the scroll bar, everything is in order, Ocean? I want the boss to let me know. Okay. So, we have our final standings with Matt in first place, Tunari, Luke, Christian, Duge, how you say that?
I think it's too gay, because I think last time I talked to the guy, he said it was too gay, so
okay.
I'm gonna stick with that.
You see, if he doesn't tell us, how we will know. So, we have Land Cruiser in P6, our gamer, Mali the Mallet Puppy. I don't know who that is. With Alfa Romeo.
It's Mali. How do you not know Mali?
We have Bibix, Smerdo in 10th place, Zoom, Pinsik, Vasco, Larson, Crystal, Sweatsets, and the rest. I didn't. Sorry.
You didn't get it on time. You need to be quick with that. It doesn't give you too much time to.
They pressed start game. I didn't. It's not my fault.
It's
never my fault.
Never your fault. Of course it's not. So, what do you think? Is it gonna rain here tonight later on in the race? Or we're gonna have another dry race?
You see rain? It's clear skies.
I mean, yes, it is now, but who knows what's gonna be later on.
If it's gonna rain, there are clouds. But now, I see no clouds over the track, at least. And a lot of sun. It's better to go to the beach in Copacabana than staying and watch the F1 racing. That's my priorities. Eh?
Speak for yourself. I don't want to go to some beach. I want to stay here and watch that.
Yeah, I would rather watch something else instead of cars running around on the track. You know what I mean?
I like cars going in circles. I like cars going in circles, so...
Yeah, until you see the other things. It's more beautiful. So, we have the formation lap with Matt leading the race. And let's see what we will see today.
We got really hearts from the top, we got mediums in the bottom. So most of the guys from the top decided to go for hearts. Most of the guys from the bottom went mediums. So, of course, it's going to be difficult to do hearts, mediums only.
I'm wondering, forming?
Yeah, I'm wondering why Luke was just standing there. Perhaps he was doing something in the background, I don't know. So, of course, that medium hearts are not going to be the best option here tonight in terms of safety car, because, hearts mediums are not going to be the best in safety car, because once you get a safety car early on, the mediums hearts boys are going to get it easier. So it's definitely going to be hard to do it. And what is Luke doing? Look at that.
Yeah,
what is going on? It's going extremely slowly right now. No idea what's going on.
No idea what's happening with the quality, I think.
I mean, I don't know, but it seems weird. And now look at this. Luke has gone away with Christian, but now Tsuge is behind. The AlphaTauri boys are planning something we have no idea. We don't understand those tactics. Those are beyond our understanding. Yeah, we can't comprehend with what AlphaTauri is preparing us for. We just can't.
Maybe they want the opponent's tires to get cold. I don't know.
Maybe he just wants to piss off our gamer. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe he's hoping that our gamer is gonna make a mistake or try to dive him into turn 1. So we're gonna be trying to keep our eyes open for that. So I think in last race,
big gap. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, guys.
And I'm pretty sure he can overtake them on the formation lap, especially on the main straight. You can just keep pushing, because I think you are going as a ghost onto the start-finish line. I don't think you can actually make contact with anybody here. So Anyway, we're finally here.
You can
on
make
the main
contacts, but
straight.
you don't take damage.
Yeah, exactly. So, the Brazilian Grand Prix yesterday was emotionally packed. Let's see what's gonna happen here tonight in Tier 2 as the lights are coming up. And we are racing in Brazil. Matt is having to start from P1. Is he going to survive into turn 1? Yes, he is. So now he's not going to have enough pace. Lucas trying to defend it. To turn 1, we have some shenanigans going in the midfield, but in the top, everything stays the same for now. Christian does go up into P3. Nice move from him on a Luke. In the meantime, we have a lot of overtakes in the midfield. I can see those cars piling up behind from about P5 down to P12, so a lot of overtakes in here. Gamers trying to fight back for his P6. Luke and Tuge both gained position on Christian, who goes down to P5 and now has to struggle to defend against Gamer, but Gamer's having an issues of his own because Mali is going down the inside of him, and will he overtake Gamer? I think he is. Yes, Mali is making a move on Gamer. Gamer trying to win this position back. Yellow flag in the back. That was caused by Vatsais, who is down to P20, and it's all out of shape. In the meantime, we're still looking at Alfa Romeo versus Red Bull. Beautiful fight between Mali and Gamer, and Mali is definitely faster on those medials, but Gamer is defending like a lion, trying to not give him position that easily. Mali around the outside, done it finally. He's up into P6, so not many overtakes, but definitely a whole lot of fight. And now Cruiser goes P7 after Gamer gets dropped to P8. Yellow flag in the back. We've lost Nico, who is all the way in the back. He's still going, but he's all out of shape in there, and Gamer, he's struggling big time. He's now going to have to defend against Bebix, but Bebix is having issues of his own because Smelto was pushing on him hard, but now he's all good and he's coming back to racing our Gamer. In the meantime, we have some fight in between Mali, Christian, and Cruiser. These guys are having their freeway battle against each other. We have overtaken the back. Fencing goes up into P16 on Dice, and I can see our Gamer is swirling up behind Cruiser, but he's not gonna have enough pace to make an overtake on the Mercedes. So it was a fairly clean start. We got two guys spinning, but no DNFs so far, no collisions, no crashes, so it was pretty clean compared to what we had yesterday in Tier 3, but the race is still a long way to go. As a famous driver said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't know how do you pronounce that. Marathon. Yellow flags for Tilde in the back. Tilde, I'm pretty sure he's retiring in the pit lane. I don't know what's going on. No, he's still going. He just had a spin or an issue way out there. So Matt is trying to pull away from Tonari. Can't really do that on the same set of tires. Doesn't seem to have too much of a pace advantage. So the top boys are gonna sit tightly in those positions. The fastest laps are being traded. Tugay is for now the man of the hour. He's got his fastest lap at 1:11. DRS is now enabled. So let's wait for some overtakes with that system, as we're about to get some moves done and down to the very long straight. Let's see if somebody's gonna try to make a move. I can see that a Cruiser was moving up behind Mali, but Mali is still safe from the Mercedes driver. In the meantime, Mali is taking up a question.
For P10.
Yeah, we have battle for P10. We also have battle for P5, so we have plenty of battles. For now, Bebix, I think he's safe. I mean, as safe as possibly he can be. He's on the hards. Smelto is on mediums, so Smelto should be overtaking him anytime soon, while I can see Cruiser being right behind him. We've lost the Tonari, we have lost the McLaren, who has gone off sideways. We haven't seen what happened directly to him. I'm not gonna make any calls because I haven't saw that. I just saw the aftermath of McLaren going sideways. So we've lost Tonari. He's all the way down to P11. Well, we didn't lost him like out of the race, but we've lost him from the high point fight. In the meantime, Tugay goes P2 ahead of Luke GDI, so this is going to be definitely interesting to see the fight for the top. Christian was trying to make a move on Luke, but he couldn't do it properly. Smelto makes a move on Bebix, up for P8. This is of course due to Tonari spinning out. He was fighting for P9, but now he's up into P8. Our Gamer is trying to set his sights on Run Cruiser, so we're having plenty of fights. Gamers trying to cinch to the inside. No, doesn't have enough space. Maybe Bebix can put his position back, but he's gonna have to be careful because the second Haas is right behind him. Basco also wants a piece of that cake that Smelto has picked up for himself, but he still can't make the job done. So wow, we have a lot of side-by-side action all over the place again in the top and the back, so
we have to ask Ocean to give us more cameras.
Yeah, we're gonna need more cameras, especially for Interlagos. We had yesterday so much action on so many different track parts, and now we also have a lot of racing in different parts. So I can see that perhaps the
Bebix is
closest
gonna overtake.
Yeah. Bebix? No, I think
Basco
Basco's
is
gonna
gonna
overtake
overtake
him.
Bebix.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not sure Bebix is gonna overtake anybody on those hards for now. I'm pretty sure Basco is about to make a move. Tugay gets again the fastest lap, but now improved this lap heavily. 1:10.5, and Basco didn't quite get the move on Bebix. He's still holding on to that P9. I'm looking all over the track to find some overtakes, but for now everybody seems to be at least in a safe distance. Well, maybe now Basco can make a move. No, he's gonna have to
He used all
back it
his
off and wait
ERS,
for
and
Bebix to
that's a
take.
big mistake. It's a big mistake.
Yeah.
Basco used all his ERS, and he knows Bebix has the DRS from Smelto, and that gives him an advantage to defend. Although he used all his ERS too. Sector 2,
Yeah,
it's Nico.
Yeah, that was the yellow flag caused by Nico. And I'm trying to take a look at Basco, who still hasn't made a move on that Alpine of Bebix. He's the closest person to get an overtake right now, but if he's not going to be in a hurry, Tonari will surely try to get back for his position. He's having just the rest of his ERS being deployed right now, and he's going to gain position on Bebix, surely. The question is, how long is this going to last? Bebix also doesn't have too much battery. Into turn 1, actually, maybe I was too early. Maybe he's going to defend. No, that was a nice move from Basco going wide around the outside, and he's done that move nicely and tidy. And that was a slip up by Bebix. He was playing with fire here, but it's on the track. He kept it
He
cold.
lost one position from Tonari.
He lost the position, but it's still better than having lost something more, like for example his life. I saw that Mali is making a move up into P4. Why don't we show Mali right now? Because he's doing some great work against Christian. Got that move up into P4 done. Nico gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. We have some racing from the top guys, but not too many overtakes. Bebix gets a 3-second time penalty. And Run Cruiser, who is now trying to challenge for P5 against Christian. I think he kissed him on the back just a teeny tiny bit. Oklahoma style, so maybe Run Cruiser is definitely trying to get himself out of Christian, but maybe he's trying to do something more than that. I mean, we're gonna have to wait for the replays for that. For now, Cruiser is still sitting behind Christian, but this shouldn't last long. We saw how he is on fire, literally, to get ahead of the Alpine driver as he's about to make a move into turn 1. Does Christian have anything to defend? Let's take a look at Run Cruiser down the inside. He's gonna try to make a move. Christian defended nicely. It was risky because he was on the risk of being spun out, but he defended and he stood his ground. But now how long can he hold on, because Cruiser is still trying to make that move, and I don't think he can defend from him much more than that. On a better tire set than Christian, Cruiser makes a move up into P5, and he's now ahead of Christian. In the meantime, trying to fight some other boys who are very close. I can see Luke being just behind Tugay, but those guys are teammates. I can't be sure how they're going to play it out, because in Hungary they were definitely fighting. We saw that. We even asked them after the race, was this some kind of weird tactics for the teammates, or was it just pure racing? And they just said that it was pure racing. So I'm trying to see if the AlphaTauri boys are going to go at it again, or this time maybe they're going to try to work together to beat Red Bull, because for now Matt has still not given the lead of this Grand Prix after 7 laps at Interlagos. So that's a great achievement for him. We know how hard it is. Yes, so we're going to have some fight in the midfield. I can see a long pile of cars behind Crystals, but Bebix shouldn't have too much of a problem because Crystals doesn't have a DRS, Bebix does, so this is basically a one-sided battle. Bebix gets a move done. I can see Basco really close to Tonari right now, but he's going to overtake him anytime now. This is not a matter of if he's going to overtake him, but when.
Crystals lost 2 places in one straight.
Yeah, and Finsick is battling Larson, so a couple of more fights. Gamer makes the move up into P6 ahead of Christian. Christian's trying to win his position back, and Christian is back into P6 ahead of Gamer. That was nice between them.
But you see the red light from the ERS blinking.
Yeah, I saw that, but then again, you have to remember that there's more or less there's a chance for a safety car, and that's definitely gonna charge up some batteries while the safety car is gonna be deployed.
We have 2 more laps for the first safety car.
I mean, why not? We're gonna have to wait to find out. So, yeah, I can see Gamer is just itching to get himself out of Christian, but he doesn't have too much pace right now. He does have a lot of battery to spare. Christian not so much, but then again, Christian's on a worse set of tires, so if he wants to have an advantage right now, he needs to use something more than just his tires, and Tugay is now officially leading the Brazilian Grand Prix. Not only that, Matt is losing 2 places because he's dropped to P3, down behind both AlphaTauris, and they're now leading this Grand Prix. In the meantime, we have seen plenty of overtakes because of some issues. You've seen that, right? Mali was like losing 4 places, now he's back into P4. That was some kind of issue with Mali. I saw that, so let's try to get back into the fight because we have some interesting racing right now. I'm curious what's going to happen in the front because we have 2 AlphaTauris leading the Grand Prix, but we know they're not really too much of a teammates in terms of on-track action. They like to challenge each other, but are they allowed to challenge each other while they have a whole lot of cars behind them? It's not only Matt right now because Mali is getting closer and closer towards Matt. This is going to be dangerous for the Red Bull, as he was going for a win. Now he's on the podium, but then again, a whole lot of cars are piling up behind them. This might be a very close race.
Marley, to me, has a negative time. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I saw that right now. Yeah, the time is glitched because the time difference doesn't get closer. Now it is working. Okay. So we got it working back again. I'm looking at Luke because I'm trying to take a look if Luke is actually holding back against Tugay, or is he just not quick enough to overtake him. I'm sure with those 2 DRS zones he would be fast enough to overtake his teammate, but
I think he's using the DRS to charge up his battery.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's waiting for that as well, but then again, he's risking Matt getting closer because Matt is right behind him, and I can see that he's right on the back of Tugay, and I'm gonna try to take a look what's gonna happen into turn 1 of the next lap, because I'm pretty sure Luke, if he wants to overtake Tugay, he can definitely do that. So if he's not gonna overtake him now, this must be some kind of strategical decision. So
yeah,
we're gonna wait for him to do that.
Basically, the medium compound drivers, except Land Cruiser, yeah, they haven't gained a lot in the position change.
Yeah, definitely. And we don't have really the best comparison because yesterday the medium drivers had it easy due to an early safety car, so we don't have too much of a comparison of what happened yesterday in Tier 3. So, Luke is still sitting at P2, so my theory is at this point he can't be that slow, he's just holding back on purpose. He's trying to go for 1-2 with Tugay, perhaps that's what the AlphaTauri boys are planning. Yellow flags after in Sector 1, that was caused by the Williams of, I believe it was, no, sorry, that's Alpine of Bebix, so he's going down to P17 after going off in turn Sector 1. I haven't seen clearly what happened there.
Have the fans from DICE cheering up for gaining 4 places.
Yeah, DICE is up into P16 at the moment. We're gonna see if this guy is gonna make some moves. For now, I'm trying to take a look at the top 5 because we have some action between Mali and Matt. Matt is trying to make some moves on AlphaTauri boys, but
what the brakes!
Yeah,
what brakes from Matt!
I mean, I don't think they're gonna challenge each other too hard right now because it's pretty comfortable for all the guys in the top to just race in that long snake, except for some guys on mediums. I mean, as the further we go, the better for them because they have DRS. They don't have to worry that their tires are gonna be so bad. But eventually, these tires will be bad enough to they're not gonna be able to follow the guys on the hard compounds. So the guys on the medium tires are in a pretty comfortable spot right now. That's Mali, that's Cruiser. We're definitely in a good situation. We have some overtakes for P6. Gamer gets himself back ahead of Christian. Is Christian going to win his back? Bebix out, but it's in the pit lanes, so there's not going to be safety car for now.
I was happy. I was going to scream safety car.
Yeah, no, don't do a false start. No. We're still going nice and clean and tidy in this Grand Prix. 12 laps done at a 36, so we still have plenty to go, and we don't have too many overtakes from position 1 to 5.
Yes, but get ready because Land Cruiser and Mali are gonna attack. Look at them.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Cruiser is just itching to get himself ahead of Mali.
I'm just staying with Matt because I can see all 5 cars fighting.
Yeah. And I don't see any overtakes coming up anytime soon in the front because those guys are just enjoying their positions. Maybe Christian Gonna try to make a move on Gamer again, because these two are going at it since the beginning. We have yellow flags in the back. That was caused by, I believe, Vat Science, because he's position lower, so I'm pretty sure that was him. We don't have too many overtakes in this Grand Prix compared to yesterday. Yesterday was an overtaking marathon. Tonight we have more of a strategy race based. We have a lot of side-by-side action, but not too many position swaps, at least at this point in the race. Gonna have to wait for pit stops to bring us something new, something more fresh. For now, we can now enjoy this long, huge snake that is piling up from all the way from P1 down to P8, and the second snake is being spread from P9 all the way down to P15.
P9,
so
P11. Crystals.
Oh yeah, sorry, Crystals is 5 seconds behind. I haven't noticed. So yeah.
And we're fighting because they are getting close to each other.
Yeah, and we have a virtual safety car. I can see on the minimap that the one who caused it was no one else than Dice. He went off in that Aston Martin, and shortly after that, we got a safety car. And yes, Dice doesn't have his front wing, so this is gonna be the reason for the virtual safety car. We have Smelto, Basco, Crystals, and Zoom getting in the pits. Let me tell you what, those guys are mediums who just got stopped under virtual safety car, just got the best possible RNG possible. This was so lucky, because they were going medium hards anyway. It was about to be time to go for hards, and now they get a free pit stop. So for example, Smelto just had the best possible outcome for him. He was just before the pit stops while the VSC popped up, so now he's going to be P9, and he's on the fresh tires. So
I think
Smelto,
the top 9 will be 2, because they don't want to miss the chance.
Yeah, but the thing is, how long is this virtual gonna be? Because it might be like they're gonna try to come to the pits and it's gonna be virtual safety car in this lap. It's not gonna be too long, so I'm wondering, do they have a time to pit? I mean, this is dangerous. Staying out is risky. Coming into the pits is also risky. It's gonna be a gamble one way or another, because you just don't know what to do in this situation. You don't know if you're gonna try to go with the rest of the group to the finish line. You're gonna try to come into the pits. Let's see. DRS enabled. We're racing again, so no virtual safety car pit stops. But no, they're trying to fool the opposition, the AlphaTauris, and I don't know if Cruiser got fooled or was he planning that, but Cruiser is coming in this lap, and the AlphaTauri boys are still leading the Grand Prix as Matt is trying to push on them as hard as possible while he's pushed by Mali. Behind Mali, we have Gamer now due to Cruiser getting into the pits, so is Smelto going to be ahead of Cruiser after the pit stops? I'm pretty sure he will be. Yes, Smelto is going up P8. This is thanks to that virtual safety car restart. So Smelto is having a wonderful race right now. All he has to do is just focus on himself and nothing more than that. So now the top boys will have to worry about the tires. And let me tell you something, Mali does deserve some credit. He's on 14 old laps old tires, mediums, and he's still pushing all the way through alongside all the guys on hards. I know these mediums have to be dying right now. Of course, hards are not the best, but they're way better.
We want the big manager to tell us what tire condition they have.
I mean,
but they
of
don't
course,
talk to us. They are hiding.
I mean, they don't need to hide it. We know their tire situation is bad. That's like obvious.
Yes,
that's objectively obvious that it's bad.
Yes, but depends on the driving style of everybody in the race. Can have the same rounds, and with different tire pressures, you can preserve your tires.
Yeah, still, I refuse to believe that he has such good tire management to survive these mediums for what? 20 laps? He's gonna have to come to the pits any moment now, so we're gonna have to watch out for the top boys. We have Ferrari going off. That was Crystals in sector.
Maybe if Marley has a good tire management, he can go for the softs about lap 20-21.
It's gonna be dangerous. I don't think he's gonna go for it, but maybe. If there will be a safety car, sure, why not? But without one, it's gonna be difficult, and it doesn't seem to be getting safety car anytime soon, because it's, you know, getting, despite the fact we have a lot of cars close to each other, we do have a lot of clean racing for now, not too many overtake attempts. We have a bit of calm race, definitely calmer than what we had yesterday. Yesterday was a bit of chaos. Tonight we had a lack of chaos, I would have to say, because we don't have too much going on right now in terms of position swaps. We do have a lot of side-by-side racing, but with AlphaTauri boys working together this time, we don't have too much action. Matt is for now comfortable in that P3. Mali is just happy to be there in P4. Gamer is sitting behind him. Christian is trying to get back there with 1.4 away from them. And Luke is now leading the Brazilian Grand Prix. He swapped position with his teammate Tugay. Let him through again. And now let's see if Tugay is going to back off the guys behind him. Maybe he's going to try to make some gap for Luke to pull away from the rest of the grid so he can get away from the DRS zone. That would be a good idea, but can he even pull this off? I have no idea. We're going to have to wait to find out. 17 laps into this Grand Prix. AlphaTauri still on top. For now, the finishing positions will be Luke, Tugay, Matt, Mali, Gamer, Christian, Tenari, Smelto, Cruiser, and Basco. But of course, we're going to have some pit stops left in this Grand Prix. After those, Smelto would definitely gain a lot of places because Smelto is now P8. Cruiser is getting closer to him. Cruiser is going to fight him surely. Since we don't really have a fight in the top, why don't we just switch a camera for Cruiser for a minute? Because I'm pretty sure that Cruiser is going to want to overtake Smelto in a minute because he's just getting closer, and I can see Smelto having no DRS whatsoever, so Cruiser is most likely going to make a move on the Haas driver. Is Smelto going to defend one way or another? No, he can't really defend it here. So that's the move done by Run Cruiser up into P8. We're going to see these guys in a couple of minutes, how they're going on. Are they going to keep fighting? They're going to keep working together? We're going to have to wait to find out. In the meantime, let's go back to the top boys. So we don't have too much overtakes in the top, but these guys are so close to each other that one mistake could change the whole race direction. And I want to see what's going to happen. Larson has got a free second time penalty for track limit violation. So yeah, we're going to have to wait to see what's going to change. Finsick gets himself up into P12, and we are 18 laps deep into the Brazilian Grand Prix. Still nobody from the Hearts in the top came in, and still Mali is on the track on these 17 lap olds mediums. Wow, that is impressive.
I think he's gonna go for the softs.
You think he's gonna survive on these softs for like what, 15 laps? We have a pit stop. We finally have a pit stop from somebody from the top. That's Christian, who is coming in from P6. We're gonna see where he's gonna come out. You predicted at least 2 safety cars, but we are already more than halfway through the Grand Prix, and we still haven't seen any signs of full safety car. We only had 1 VSC, so do you think you're gonna have your prediction wrong this time?
I didn't get my magic juice today.
Maybe today then. I don't know.
Yes, because I'm like the Oracle of Delphi.
Yeah. And you know what you can say as usual? You can say that yesterday's race was better because it had rain in it. Doesn't matter how much. It had rain.
I don't know. We didn't have rain on it.
I mean, there was rain at Interlagos. You can say it the way you want to, but the facts are here that Interlagos, it was raining yesterday.
Doesn't matter if it was not in the race.
Yeah, I haven't said in the race. I have said in Brazil.
Yeah, the thing is to see a full wet race. But is spitting.
Yeah, we got some pit stops. Luke and Matt both coming in this lap. And Mali is still staying out. However, he dropped out of the DRS zone. So now he's going to have to defend. Well, he can't really defend from Gamer because Gamer is going to have a DRS on Mali. He's on better tires. So Gamer, he's about to make that move. He moves to the right-hand side. Mali was trying to push him, and he does survive for now. He's going off the track, but Gamer is going to try to win a position back. Yellow flag caused by a Ferrari sitting on the track, but he's going to keep on moving. And a nice exchange between Mali and Gamer. These two are going at it, and so far Mali is still on top, and you just have to be impressed with the fact that his tires must be bleeding and he's still racing Gamer like an equal.
He has to survive 2 to 3 laps yet.
Yeah, and that is a great situation for Tugay, who is now pulling away on P1, safe enough for him. Batais gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'm trying to take a look at the guys who came out of the pits. Why don't we switch to Luke, because he's about to make some moves on Basco while he has Matt on his back. So we're gonna see if it's gonna be some position swaps. I can see Mali coming into the pits finally. So is Tugay. Matt is staying out on these used hearts. He's gonna want to pull those as much as possible. Tonari goes up into P2 because of that. And I can see that Luke is making some moves as he goes up into, or is he gonna go after the pit stops? P6 for now. Christian gets the fastest lap, and it's gonna be close between Luke on the exit of the pit lane, and he's gonna be ahead of Matt for now. Matt is 0.6 behind him. Smelto is just behind the Cruiser now, after Cruiser got himself ahead of Smelto. I saw that we had a pit stop from Mali, and you were right, Mali is going on softs, so he's going to be going medium softs. This is interesting to say the least of what we're going to see. Oh, I saw Tugay making a mistake just right now. He had a little bit of slip up, and it's going to cause him to drop position to Christian, and now he's getting a free second time penalty for track limit violations, so this is getting even worse for Tugay. So maybe he's going to come back, but for now he is in a difficult spot. Basco is going to try to defend against Christian, but Christian's on fresh medium tires. We got pit stop from our gamer coming in finally, so let's see where we're going to end up. So does come into Nari. Run Cruiser, he's going to be leading this Grand Prix for now, followed by Smelto. Luke GDI is going to be picking up P3. He is fastest man on the track right now in terms of hot laps, so let's see what he can pull off. He's being hunted down by Matt. These two are definitely racing for the win here tonight. The question is, which way is this going to go? Christian is 1.8 behind those guys, followed by Basco, who is now being overtaken by Tugay, who is trying to get back into this Grand Prix one way or another. Mali, who is already sitting at the back of Basco, so a nice fight between P7, P6, P5, and P8, as now Mali is going to try to look for his opportunity to get past Basco. He's on fresh softs. Basco is on 8 laps old hard, so this shouldn't be an issue for the Alfa Romeo driver. But the thing is, how fast can he pass the guy from Haas? Because the sooner he gets the move done, the better. He's going to try to make it now. He was trying to close the inside, but he squeezed his way through, and he's now up into P7. Nice move from Mali, the mullet puppy, as he is now racing Tugay.
These guys are lucky they are not racing me.
So Tugay is P6, but he's gonna have Mali on his back any moment now, and try and take a look at some guys in the front. I can see Matt and Luke going at it, so let's give those guys a second as Matt makes a move up into P3, and they're getting dangerously close to Smelto and Cruiser. So this is gonna be a 4-man battle for P1 at the moment. Luke is trying to win the position back, and he's gonna do it, of course, with DRS wide open. No DRS for Matt. I can see that Matt has burned most of his battery, while Luke still has about 40%, which is great for Luke, and not so good for the Red Bull driver. So we're gonna see if Luke can use this advantage to perhaps win yet another Grand Prix in this season, as he's getting closer to Smelto and Cruiser, who are all worse tires, so they shouldn't be too much of a challenge for the championship leader. But of course, in Formula 1, anything can go wrong, so Luke not only has to focus to pull away from Matt, but he has to focus to pass the traffic ahead of him nice, tidy, and clean. So let's see what is Luke gonna do, how is he gonna do that. I'm trying to take a peek at the guys in the midfield, but for now, no overtakes, despite the fact that Gaber is sitting on the back of Basco. He's going to do it because Basco doesn't have a DRS, but I'm trying to take a look at what Luke can pull off into turn 1. Not too much. Naiko has retired from the session in the pit lane, so that's not going to bring out a safety car, because it's coming in the pit lane. We are 24 laps in, and we still haven't got a single full safety car. That is interesting, to say the least. Here in Tier 2, as Luke was trying to make a move up into P2, but he hasn't been successful, as he's going to try to make it one more time, maybe squeeze himself alongside Smelto. Smelto doesn't allow that. He's blocking the AlphaTauri driver as the Cruiser gets a bit of space, room for breath, as he's trying to make a move again. Luke doesn't fit in there, and now he's going to have to worry about Matt, who is just waiting for any kind of mistake that Luke might have made in here, but now it was a mistake by Smelto, and Luke is going up into P2, as now Matt is going to have to break through Smelto, and they took each other out! Luke and Smelto both out to the ground, the championship leader down to P9. That is huge for the title, for the championship. This is definitely going to hurt Luke. Have you seen who was at fault? Because I only saw the rest of it, like they were going out, but I haven't seen who started it.
They touched each other, so took a span.
I can't believe it. Just give me a second. 2 seconds before the safety car came out, I just looked at the chat and it was saying that the the GOAT, is still on the track, so the safety car is possible. 2 seconds after that, DICE crashes, we have a full safety car. That is not possible. That is not possible. No way. Damien just called it out.
We know who the Black Cat is.
Oh my god.
Who's the jinx in here?
Damien just predicted. He brewed this safety car. He hooked it. Anyway, let's focus on the pit stop because now it's getting interesting. Cruiser, he has the best situation. Look at him. He's all the way in the front. P1, old tires, but now he's gonna get fresh softs like everybody else. Cruiser just got the best possible situation for him because he was just about to be overtook. And let's not forget,
now everybody's gonna bid for fresh softs. Come on.
You know who had the worst right now? Mali. He was on fresh softs all the way to the finish line, already P5, maybe could have been on the podium, but now
he will bid again for the fresh softs, man. If he manages the quality correctly, he will have a fresh soft.
Yes, of course, but what I'm trying to point out here is that he had softs right now, while the guys had old mediums, old hards, and he was faster, and now everybody's gonna have fresh medium, fresh softs. And look at Mali, he's staying out. That's a good decision. That's a good decision. It's not worth to try to go for the traffic on the same tires when your tires are just a couple of laps older. So that's a good decision. But I'm wondering because Tugay, he was coming in. Yes, he's coming in. So we got Cruiser coming out in P2. So he's going to be racing Mali from the restart. And let's be honest, Mali, I don't think he's going to defend that P1 all the way to the finish line on these older tires, but this is definitely a podium opportunity for him. So that was the good decision, in my opinion, for Mali to stay out. And we're gonna have everybody on fresh softs and the final laps of the Brazilian Grand Prix in Tier 2.
Now he has to make the tire management count.
There's a theory going around that DICE crashed on purpose. I refuse to believe it. My GOAT would never do it. He would never do it. Why would he? He was racing for the win. Why would he? There's no way. I refuse to believe that DICE would do such a shameful, disgusting thing. I refuse.
Maybe he had placed a bet.
I don't know. Are we allowed to place bets? Like, how big is like the? Well, I mean, if you're asking, you probably know that. If you said that he put a bet. Don't you know that?
I'm not sure. I'm just guessing.
yeah, guessing, gambling. Anyway, we're having Mali P1. Gonna have 10 laps to go with safety car. It's gonna be about 9 to 8 laps of racing. I'm gonna have to take a gamble and say it's gonna be 9. So the thing is, Mali is going to be on the worst tires to the finish line. So Cruiser, Matt, Christian, those are the favorites to win the Grand Prix at the moment because Tugay has a penalty. Gamer is stuck behind Tugay.
Okay.
Zooms has a penalty.
You have to read the chat. You have to read the chat. I'm not saying anything.
It's his destiny. He would never do that. He does it so effectively by accident. He don't DNF. They have to make another Final Destination movie. Of course. Keep laughing at him.
Guys, no comments.
Keep laughing at him. He's gonna surprise you one day. I'm telling you that. Definitely gonna be there. I'm gonna be there when he's gonna do it. He's gonna be like Sebastian Vettel when he won his first race for Toro Rosso. Nobody believes it's gonna happen. So, do you say safety car is gonna be in this lap, or would you give them one more lap?
Of course, he's gonna be in this lap. Of course.
How can you be so sure?
Because look at the snake. Everybody's close to each other.
Seen a lot of snakes in my life, never the one where safety car goes off, but yeah. I'm gonna have to wait. See, there it is. Safety car.
Yes, another moment that Babulas was right. We have a document now to prove it.
Yeah, you can clip that and put it on your CV. So, let's try to take a look at Mali. What is he gonna do? Is it gonna be an early start? Is it gonna be a late start? Is it gonna be a casual start? What is Mali gonna do? He needs to try to catch the guy sleeping, and he's going full throttle right now. And did he got him? I mean, kinda. I just realized, look at this. Cruiser is stuck behind the 2 guys under blue flag. I mean, stuck, they're ghosts, but still, he's away. And now I can see that Mali is trying to make himself a nice gap. Is he gonna do that? I mean, those tires are not that good, so not really.
Okay, I have to say something right now. The back markers should have gone to the sides. Let the others pass.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Sorry.
So, yeah, okay, it's okay. I'm trying to take a look at Luke, because Luke is making places. He's going up to P7 ahead of Zoom, and I mean, we can't count him out just yet. Crystals gets a 3-second time penalty. I'm trying to take a look at so many things right now, because I can see that Matt is going to challenge for the win anytime, but he also has the defense from Cruiser. I can see Luke is making up places. I can see Tonari going up into P8 ahead of Zoom. I can see that Gamer's gonna try to make a move on 2G, so we have plenty of cars. So we have Zoom going off. I saw him just standing there in the grass. I haven't seen what happened to him, but Zoom is all the way down to the bottom to P15, so it's a shame for the Williams. And Mali is still defending the lead while we enter lap 29, but Matt is just behind him on way better tires. Fastest lap of the race as well, till they retires in the pit lane, so we have no risk of safety car anytime soon, as we are still racing for the win. And now Mali is going to have to defend against Matt, who's going to get DRS next lap, and I don't think that he's going to have too many ways to defend this lead. Anyway, he's still going to race for a podium, because of course he's still in the fight. We're on Cruiser P3 at the moment, but I don't think he's getting any positions so far. He's going to have to wait for this occasion against Matt, who still needs to get past Mali. And we have very
Mali
close.
has to find his space.
Yeah, but does he have it?
He showed us that he has a pace in Mali, as far as time concerns. But
yeah, but it's different right now. It's so much different. He's on so much worse tires that it's not the same thing. He's gonna be in even worse situation. But we're gonna find out in a couple of laps. So the DRS should be back up any moment right now, and try and take a look at Matt, who's making moves down the main straight. There he goes, up into P1. He's leading the Brazilian Grand Prix. Is Run Cruiser gonna have a move as well, trying to go outside? He hit the grass, he touched a bit of grass, and Run Cruiser going all the way from P3 down to P8. What a shame for the Mercedes driver. He was trying to make a move around the outside, but he misjudged that. He didn't have enough space. He just barely touched the grass with two wheels, and I saw that Christian is pushing Mali away from P2. But I mean, hey, it's more effective than what Cruiser was trying to do, so I guess it works in the end. Anyway, 2G is now gonna have his sights on P4. Look at Luke. He's trying to make a move on Gamer. Look at Luke. What am I saying? Luke is trying to make a move on Gamer. Is he gonna do that? Oh, can't get in quite yet. He's gonna go for it. 2G. He was clipped by Mali, and now he has to come back on the track slowly, trying to stay ahead of him. No, he can't. Gamer gets himself up into P4. Gamer just used that situation perfectly, thanks to Mali and 2G making contact. So we can see now Christian and Matt, those two are gonna battle for the win, while the battle for the podium is gonna be, in my opinion, more interesting, because now Gamer gets himself up into P3, but Mali and 2G are still there. 2G does have a 3-second time penalty, but he's not gonna give anything yet. He's trying to help his teammate, of course, who is in P6 at the moment. He's gonna have to pass Mali as soon as possible and then fight our Gamer. Is Luke gonna pass Gamer anytime now? We can see Gamer a winning position back from 2G. He's up into P3 again. Nice show of pace from the Red Bull driver, as Luke can't pass Mali quite yet. There it is. He's done him up into P5, as we got 6 laps left in this Grand Prix. And I'm pretty sure that Gamer can still have enough pace to go for the top 2 guys. So the victory is still up for grab for anybody. The thing is now, what is 2G gonna do? He should let Luke pass when they're playing a team game, but where does he let him pass to not lose too many places? Tonari makes the move on Mali. Mali is dropping positions. That's, of course, understandable.
That's why I told you he had to pit for the soft. The fresh
yeah,
soft.
oh, and Tonari, Tonari's off. Tonari's off, and he has stumbled across, I believe, Run Cruiser in the Mercedes, who lost his front wing because of that incident with McLaren driver. I'm pretty sure it was Run Cruiser. I have no idea. There was a lot of carnage. Anyway, We now have Luke dropped to P6 behind Mali. This is definitely ruining his chances for the win here tonight. We have Tsunami retiring in the pit lane after this incident, so both
FIA will have a
McLarens
lot
are
of work
out.
to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anyway, I'm trying to focus on the battle for the win, but we have so many side plots going on right now. Anyway, Luke is 2 seconds behind Tugay. He only does have a couple of laps to fight for the win. I'm not sure gonna get there, but anyway, we have a fight for the win between Christian, Gamer, and Matt. The two Red Bulls and Alpine fighting for the win. Of course, Tugay is there as well, but Tugay is on 3 seconds time penalties, so unless the whole top 3 gets the penalties as well, he's not really in the fight for the win at this moment. So, Christian, Matt, Gamer, which one of those guys is going to be the winner of the Brazilian Grand Prix? For now, I can see that Christian is kind of backing it up on Christian. I'm pretty sure he could make a move if he really wanted to. He does have a DRS. He does have some battery to spare. Christian is out of the ERS. He doesn't have a DRS, so this should be a piece of cake for the Red Bulls, but they need to play it nicely, because if they're going to make it too early or make it too harshly, they can make a mistake. It's going to be costly. You saw that with Cruiser, who was too harsh on Mali, and then he went too wide and gone completely off. So they have to be patient. They have to make it absolutely flawless. There he goes. Matt, he's going to make a move up into lead, and Matt is leading again. Oh, Gamer wanted to squeeze in alongside his teammate. He kind of did, but there was a lot of risk on the line for Gamer. But he's up into P2, and now you have to wonder, what is Red Bull going to do? Are they going to give win to Matt, who was starting from pole position, or is Gamer going to fight his teammate and defend from Christian, because Christian is still not out? Don't count him out yet. Definitely going to try to win this position back. Red Bulls are in a comfortable spot. They can decide, they can think what they want to pull off in this Grand Prix on the final laps, while Christian is all on his own. He has to fight for the win as much as he possibly can. Luke is still 2 seconds behind Tugay, so I don't think Luke is gonna rejoin the fight for the win anytime soon, as Christian's gonna have the main straight with DRS wide open for him. So does Gamer. Now Gamer, is he gonna sit behind Matt? I'm pretty sure he will. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna try to maybe attack his teammates at the ending stages. He was looking to move to the left, but he doesn't in the end, so maybe, just maybe, Gamer will try to challenge Matt for the win. For now, they have to focus on Christian, because Christian still might pick up a win in here. Christian having a good exit from the corner, but not enough long straight speed to get ahead of the Red Bulls. He's going to be still sitting at P3.
Maybe Gamer will play defense for Matt. He will be just enough, close enough to Matt not to lose any position, but far enough to ensure that he will play defense and give Matt a chance for victory.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. So we're gonna see if it's gonna be the case.
If they are not competing each other, if they are not racing each other.
We don't know that. We don't know that. Maybe they're actually racing.
Do we have a pit manager from that team? Come on, guys, do something.
No, I don't think they're gonna fight. I mean, it would be nonsense, because they're at 1-2. At worst case, they're gonna have 2-3 tonight, and I mean, at worst case, if they're gonna fight, they're gonna race together. If they're gonna fight against each other, this might turn into an ugly situation. For now, they're swapping positions. Gamer is given a place from Matt with no defending from Matt, so perhaps this is a strategy to just keep exchanging the DRS so that they stay ahead of Christian. We're gonna have 2 laps race.
We have Damien says 100% they will race each other. They both want this win. And Dosian says they usually not in boys together. I don't know what to say.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that he gave Gamer the position into turn 1, but maybe he was just that quick. Anyway, we're gonna keep an eye on that, because we have 2 laps to go. And if they are right, if they're gonna race each other, this is gonna be the lap, because we're entering the final lap of the race. If Matt is not gonna make a move right now, he just won't have another chance. So Matt is gonna have to put it all on the line, or he's just gonna settle back for P2.
Okay, let's see the data. Gamer has 40% DRS and Matt has 35, with Christian in 25. Christian is pushing right now.
Everybody's pushing. Look at the DRS deployment. Everybody's pushing right now. There's no time for saving as we enter the main straight, and Matt is gonna use that long DRS to go down the inside into turn 1. Yes, he does, and he's now leading on the final lap, but there's gonna be one more DRS zone right now in here on that long straight after Senna S's. So who's gonna be leading after this long straight? Let's see it, Gamer or Matt. It's gonna be Matt who's gonna hold his lead, and this might be a race-winning maneuver. The last chance for overtake with the DRS for Gamer is gonna be onto the final main straight on the start-finish line, but is this gonna be enough? Pace and time for Gamer. Gamer is now trying to get ahead of Matt, but he's not gonna be successful with this one. Trying to make a move again. He just braked in time, but he could have picked up himself and his teammate out of the race, so they have to be careful. Despite the fact they're rivals, they can't let each other get to each other's heads. They have to keep it cool to finish the race no matter how much they want to win against each other. We have yellow flags in the back. That was caused by Aston Martin. But anyway, as they enter the final straight, Matt is leading the Grand Prix just where he started. He's gonna finish right here, and the Red Bull driver is gonna win the Brazilian Grand Prix in Tier 2 with his teammate right behind him. It's a 1-2 for Red Bull. It's a podium for Christian. Tugay gets down to P6 after the penalties are applied. Luke gets P4, Mali P5, Basco and Smelto P7 and P8. Pinsik P9, and Gurla is gonna be P10 or Cruiser because of the penalties. So that's the top pointing finish. Gurla, Larson, Crystal, Zoom, and Vatsize close the outside 10. Well,
you know,
we had a great
race. Gonna have a lot of work to do. A lot of work.
Absolutely, but despite that, we had an amazing race on the track, especially from the Red Bull boys' perspective. There was some great racing in between them. That was a clean and fair fight for the win. So Matt definitely gets his moment. Brilliant drive. Started from pole position. Got himself a win here tonight.
Gives Gamer driver of the day.
Nah, come on. I mean, I'm gonna have to look at the positions on who started where, but Matt is for now my favorite.
Because yesterday we got complaints about the driver of the day.
Yeah, complaints. Everybody will have
complaints.
Everybody have some complaints from time to time, but that's the way it is. This is the way this world is turning around, and we're gonna have complaints from time to time. I mean, we can always have a vote. I don't know why, honestly, we don't have like a vote for driver of the day, but anyway. So we got Gamer from P6 to P2. We got Matt pole position, keeping his win. We got, I don't know. I can't think of Basco P13 to P7, but come on, I mean,
I don't know, mate.
Gamer or Matt, who would you go for? Because it's for the Red Bull boys to pick up, let's be honest, but which one?
Since it's Red Bull, we will go for Gamer. Because he
Gamer
gained
places. More. Yeah, he gained more positions, but Matt definitely had a better final lap. Like, he used that DRS into turn 1 brilliantly. He then defended all the way through to the finish line, so maybe I can't really pick one. Definitely it's gonna be between Gamer and Matt, but we're gonna decide that a bit later after a bit consulting, because I honestly can't pick it right now. So let's see if anybody wants to have a chit-chat with us about the Sao Paulo Grand Prix in Tier 2.
You think they won't talk to us?
No, yesterday we had a whole line piling up in here to talk to us. So
yesterday was yesterday.
Maybe somebody. I know, and today is today, and tomorrow is tomorrow, so maybe not. Anyway, I mean, I don't think it was better than yesterday. I think yesterday's race was a bit better in Tier 3, but of course that's usually because of the drama, the chaos, the carnage that we had. But yeah, it was a very pleasing race to see. A great effort from the Red Bull boys, who made this track very much work to their advantage, and they've got the 1-2. Very big move in the Constructors' Championship, also a big championship, and we have Christian in our interview section, so why don't we give him a voice to speak up? Hello, Christian. Hey.
Hey, Anna.
Hey.
Christian.
Hey.
So, how do you feel about Brazil? How do you feel about the race from your perspective?
I feel sweaty.
Definitely.
Why? It was hot up there in Copacabana?
Yeah, well, I don't know what to say. I was pushing so hard, but Jesus Christ, these guys are fast.
Are you like happy from your result? Are you like disappointed? What is your opinion about your result in the end?
I'm
That's okay.
I sound like a pessimist, but I'm a bit disappointed. You know, I got the lead after the safety car. Nova took Matt. And I just wasted 30 or 35% DIS on nothing. Because I was so pumped up by finally being in the lead in this race, and I gotta use that DIS in the last 2 laps, definitely.
Yeah. Were you expecting some kind of safety cars compared to what we had yesterday? Because yesterday we had like 3 safety cars. We didn't have like, I think we have like 1 full safety car. So were you expecting just this one? Were you like, okay, we're gonna go medium hards, wait for the safety car, we're gonna shift strategy? Or were you like, it's gonna be at least 3 safety cars? What were your thoughts going into this Grand Prix in terms of that?
I'm always expecting at least 2 or 3 safety cars.
Oh, okay.
So, but you know, my strategy was hard medium, so it was, you know, it's not the perfect safety car strategy, if you want to call it that, but it's really good if there isn't a safety car. But everyone was starting hards anyways, so we were all just as screwed as one another.
Yeah, absolutely. And next week we're gonna go to USA to race in Austin. What are your feelings about this particular track?
Track limits is hard.
You don't like it?
I hate track limits.
Yes, because you want to touch the white line. Don't touch the white line. It's so simple.
Yeah, simple as that. Just
don't touch the white line. You won't get track limits.
Yeah, well, I keep that in mind next week.
Yeah, keep on holding on to it. So thank you for your time. Congratulations on your performance, and we'll see you next week as usual.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And we have a Red Bull boys in the booth, so let's bring them both here together. Give me a second. Hello, guys.
Let's go.
Oh, I know the champagne is flying high, but quickly, how do you feel about the race? Because I know it's way better than Christian, but describe it for us, please.
Wait, me or Matt first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever you want.
Okay, well, let's go. I'll speak a lot, so you can wait, Matt, a long time. But
all good.
Well, first of all, I had like 20 minutes of practice before the race, or warm up. I mean, not practice. And also a new setup, so I didn't even drive that. And so I had very bad quality pace. 8-0 is kind of embarrassing, to be honest. If I'm fighting for a championship, I shouldn't be doing 7-6 at least. But yeah, I was P7, so I was not that unhappy because the guys ahead of me were decent, so they didn't really lose the DRS train, so I was, not really bothered by it. But I think Christian was a bit lacking in the race pace department. This race, I think he had no errors, like the first stint, the whole stint, I think, and he was struggling to stay with the DRS. And I tried to overtake him multiple times, but he was fighting very hard for that. But I got past, and I looked at my race pace, and I was very confident. Yeah, even behind Christian. So yeah, when the pit stop came, I wanted to undercut the top guys, but Matt pitted. He had priority. He's first, so he has priority to pit earlier. And I decided to stay out like 2 more laps, I think, for fresher tires, medium tires. And I think that was not too good because I was so far away from Matt and Luke, and that was gonna be very hard to get back to them. But I think that with the safety car, the only decision was to pit because 10 laps, I think, or 8 laps left. So, and the soft was just too fast. I don't know why Mali didn't pit. I don't know. That was very weird. But yeah, the soft I had great pace, but it was just so crowded. Like it was the field was too close, so I didn't want to really do risky overtakes. So I stayed behind and I just looked for opportunities. Even Luke tried to send it on my inside in sector 2, I think. But I think I held it there, and there was like an incident ahead of me, and I managed to like go past it, and Luke got stuck behind them. So that was very crucial for my race to get ahead of them and have clear air to catch up to Matt and I think Room Cruiser was ahead. I don't know, but the front guys. And after that, I saw Christian ahead of me, and I know his race pace was not on par with me and Matt, so I didn't really worry about that much. But it was just planning between me and Matt to get past Christian like together. Because if Christian had DRS, it was gonna be hard for me to overtake, and it's gonna be hard to play team games, me and Matt. So I think we built that very perfectly, me and Matt, in I think the second DRS straight. And after that, it was just all managing the gap between me and Christian, and just planning who's ahead in the straight, and and finally, I think Matt just deserved the win in the end. So yeah, we just said, okay, I'm gonna defend from Christian, and I'm gonna stay behind Matt, and he will win. He got pole, he got first lap, and he got the win. And I think he had a perfect race and a good recovery for his tier 2 season. It was kind of going very bad.
If it was in your hand, would you try to overtake Matt in any chance?
No, we discussed it in the race, and Matt had the pace all along. It was being behind him with the DRS. It was just a luck for me to be behind him, so I can overtake him. But I think he deserved it. He had the pace all race. He did a great quali. So yeah, I think he just deserved it. He's the fastest guy in the.
Because the last time we spoke, you were fighting each other. That's why I'm asking.
Never. I'm never fighting Matt.
What? You're calling me a liar?
Yeah, it may seem aggressive, but we weren't fighting at all.
No, I never fought Matt. I was just I had to like stay close to Matt, but also not let Christian pass. So maybe that would just looked like a bit too sketchy there. But no fighting for me and Matt.
I think we had a different view of the race.
Anyway,
I can send you the VC. Maybe it will give you a clear picture of Team.
What does the man of the hour have to say? Come on, Matt, give us some more.
Yeah, let's go.
Actually, Gamer pretty much gifted me the win, but I really, really appreciate that. And well, the race was not the easiest I've done so far, to be honest. Lucas had great race pace, and I was a bit struggling to keep up with them. But as soon as they overtook me in the first stint, I just tuck in behind and try to stay within DRS. Half a second was better. So from that on, it was only managing. And well, we discussed just a lap before the pit window who will pit first. At first, I didn't want to pit. Then I saw Luke go in the pit, so I followed him not to get undercut. Because even if you stay in the DRS train, you lose so much in Sector 2, having bad tires. So basically, I just tuck in behind Luke, and I think the undercut we did worked quite well. The incident he had with the smelter was very, very unlucky for him, because he was in the pace and all along. So props to him for putting that good laps as well. Very awesome laps, and Tunari also. So after the safety car restart, I was very much worried, but I had lower wings, surprisingly, than many people here. So actually we had, because Gamer and I had the same setup. And yes, I didn't know at the time I was faster on the straights. So when the SC restarted, I just went for it on Run Cruiser, because I didn't want to lose any time. Mali had bad tires. I mean, his softs were much more worse, much worse simply than that. Like So I was trying to overtake smoothly, and it worked out. And Gamer did a great recovery to come back at the front. So a perfect race for the both of us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just answered all of our questions with those statements. And I'm glad for you to say that because we like to hear your opinions on this. So, last question, because we are actually struggling between you and Matt to who is the driver of the day. So, from your perspective, who do you say is the driver of the day, Gamer or Matt?
Gamer, 100%.
No, Matt. No, I think just looking over the season, it was just like amazing recovery from Matt. Like having that pace in quali and in the race after not the best season, very bad luck. Incidents everywhere. So I think it just looking at the season overall, it was. I think nobody but Matt deserves it. And what a quality, man! 0.5. Sheesh.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
yes, Matt is gonna be getting that reward for him tonight as well.
Let's go.
Thank you for your time, boys. Enjoy your victory. Enjoy your moment.
Yes, but you forgot
Thank
to ask the important question.
You mean about USA?
Yeah, what they are planning to do.
What are you planning to do in the USA? Are you gonna show up? Are you gonna race?
Yep. Actually, I got a bit lucky, and Luke as well, because we had another league race, which was in Kota last week.
Uh-huh.
So no, it was 2 days ago actually. So I think I will be ready for it.
So we are hoping you can work together again at that track. Yes. Who knows?
Yes.
Who knows the track better? You or Gamer?
I think Gamer.
What track?
Austin. Next one.
Kota.
Austin.
I have never drove Kota in 23, but I liked it in 22. So we'll see.
Yeah, I did only 6 laps on some trial. So yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you
night,
for
guys.
commentating.
Enjoy your victories.
Thank you, man. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
So, got the GP wrapped up here for tonight with Tier 2, the last race in Brazil tomorrow in Tier 1, and then we head straight to Austin. So that's going to be summing up the Sao Paulo Tier 3 and Tier 2 here tonight. So thank you for joining us over the course of those last 2 days. Sorry for any technical difficulties again, and I'll hope to see you all next week.
What next week? We have one race tomorrow.
Yes, but I'm gonna be seeing the viewers next week. I'm not commentating tomorrow.
You will be here. Your spirit will be here. You know that.
I know. Maybe I'll peek on the chat, so we'll see about that. So, thank you for tonight, everybody, and that's a good night from me. What do you want to add to that?
Just to follow us on the social if you like what you saw, and we expect you to join the Discord, participate in the championship, and follow us on Twitch and YouTube. So we will grow the community and give more content. So until tomorrow, with who's gonna be us tomorrow?
No idea. I think it's Ocean. I don't know.
Ocean
Ocean is racing, right? I don't know.
We will have fun tomorrow. Guys, join us. Join us tomorrow. I'm not saying anything more.
Yep.
Have a good night from me.